This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. You have this code for the machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know it's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. And it's war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
And do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl, the movement dedicated to empowering men, uniting brothers, and building a strong coalition. This is more than just a conversation. It's a call to action. Join us as we uplift, support, and inspire men worldwide. Because together, we don't just talk, we lead. We grow and we conquer. Are you ready to be part of the coalition? Let's dive in.
To Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl. What up, dog?
Hey, what's happening, bro? How you feeling, man?
Man, we back in the building, man. We're gonna
Yes,
welcome everybody to the show this evening, dog. I hope everybody doing good. I know the weather tripping in certain areas, man. So I hope everybody staying safe out there, man. Hope they enjoyed their Thanksgiving, and that we got Christmas coming, doc.
No doubt.
They're gonna spend all that money for Christmas, doc. It's coming, doc. So
They
doc,
said there won't no money out there, but hey, they still spending for Christmas, right?
It's somewhere, ain't it?
Yeah.
Hey, doc. So tonight, dog, we're gonna dive into a question that's gonna say a whole lot about where we gonna be as a country, where we heading as a country, Doc. And that question is, what is the state of the youth in America? Are young people thriving? Are they struggling? Are they hopeful? They hurting? I don't know, bro. This next hour, we're gonna try to unpack this thing for these folk, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Your assessment. I got a young son. He's 22. Got one that's 30. You got a young daughter that's in the midst of middle school, right?
Right.
So you see more at PTA meetings, because I don't go to them no more. What do you think, just based on the state of the question I'm asking, the state of you, what do you think where we're looking at as far as the youth is concerned?
Well, for the youth themselves, I don't want to put them all in one bag, but right now the youth in a bad state, if you ask me, because of the parenting, they're in a bad state. You know what I'm saying? Because the youth now, man, you can't really talk to them. You can't, they can't take the constructive criticism.
Not at all.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like then, when you be trying to talk to them and explain stuff to them and try to guide them the right way, they quick to tell you, I'm getting emotional right now. And all. I'm like, emotional? Like what you talking about? Y'all, half of y'all can't spell emotional.
Yeah, spell it for me, then you can act it, Doc.
I might have to be quiet. I might not be spelling myself.
I know, right?
But
yeah,
but all jokes aside, though, man, it's kind of looking at it from the ground floor. They're in a bad state right now, and cause like I said, primarily due to parenting. And a lot of
that's
parents, you
true.
know, they want to be friends with them, and you know, they're afraid to tell them what they need to hear, or what they should, what they need to hear and stuff like that. So I would say in a bad state right now, but it may be salvageable. But we gonna take a deep dive, and we gonna see what we got on your end.
All right, so think about this though. Think about this. All right, so they in a world where nothing ever turns off.
Yep.
Like nothing. Like you got the phones, you got people, you got social media, you got school, and you think about it, like the average child is probably 13, 14, teenage area.
Yeah.
They introduced to stuff now that most 30-year-olds ain't introduced to.
Yeah.
So now if you take all that and you put all that on top of them, you put all that pressure, and you put all this social media stuff that they try to act like everything all right, especially when somebody don't like their photo.
Yep.
They try to act like it's cool.
Yeah.
And,
or their video, they get upset.
Or that video.
You know what I'm saying?
And you think about it, so some of them feel overwhelmed. They don't know who to trust, because the people that they thought they was going to be able to trust, they betrayed them. They don't know where they belong, because like you made the point earlier, the parents don't teach them where they belong.
Right.
You know, we talked about this just a few minutes ago. They want somebody to actually see them. So when they get on Facebook and Instagram and all these places, they want to be seen so they can feel the part.
Yep.
Now you think about that. Now for a 13-year-old and you know somebody that's young and impressionable, they want to they want to be part of something so bad. You got people, kids that'll stand on the edge of buildings taking pictures.
They want that validation.
And some of them will fall to their death.
Yep.
Trying to get somebody to see them. So I'm saying, like, you know, they got this pressure to perform, and then, like you said, when they don't perform, they got to pretend. You ever seen somebody fall and hurt themselves and get up and act like they ain't hurt because the people around? But that's how the kids are every day. They got to act like what you said don't bother me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what the kids at school picking at, you know, ran over back in the day, they were throat cutters. Whatever shoes you got. Gotta pretend you like it ain't bothering you the whole time. You know it is.
Right. It's crazy, man, because like you said, you know, and the big part of it too is social media. But when I look at the social media thing, you know, sometimes I got to look at it and take it in consideration. And we as adults, too, we have to too that they were born into this social media / technology, whatever. So this is all they know. They don't know nothing like how to go outside and play like we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like our era did. So they it's kind of like what they know, man, is like, even when you see these young generation that's having babies now, when their babies get up, you know, a little, you know, let's say I'm gonna just say one a year old, 3 months old, year or whatever. First thing they do, man, they'll just get them a cell phone, keep them over there so they can be quiet, you know,
or a pad or something.
Yeah, and the kids, they know how to start working with these iPads and these, you know, cell phones or whatever at an early age. And then some of them, in the process of doing that, and the parents are not talking to them like that, some of these kids are developing, you know, speech and stuff at a later age. You know, they're not developing speech as kids in the past, because, you know, like, you supposed to, like, as parents bring your kids up, you know, you're supposed to talk to them as babies, read to them and talk to them, so they can, because they're gonna be looking at your mouth to see how you talk.
That's serious.
And that's how they learn how to talk, you know. But like you said, they listen at Siri. They just listening at stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
They supposed to look at the parent and mimic the parent.
Yeah. So, but you think about it though. Now there's another side to it. They bold, they creative,
Mm-hmm.
they're questioning the old systems. Like, for example, in church, they're questioning the old way of doing it. Like, why do we got to keep doing it this way? I understand that's the way y'all was taught, but yo,
Right.
we imagining like new possibilities, and you know, we trying to do some things ain't never been thought of, but y'all holding us back. So the youth, man, it's complicated because they don't. If you got somebody, a child that's bold, creative, and they want to push the envelope, and you holding them back, it's like they're running with a parachute on, or you running holding the back of their shirt. Eventually, they're gonna give up. They like, you know what, man, forget this crap.
Right.
You know, I can't. I'm trying to, you know, bring new ideas to the church or to the job, to school, even school, because you know most of them in school. Yeah, what they do, man, forget this crap. The folk on the street are listening to me more than the people in where I'm supposed to be my support group will.
Yep. And you know, too, like go back to the kids real quick too, and some adults. When you talk about this technology or whatever, I think a lot of them, like you say, you know, they got this technology overload where it's like back in the day, you know, you had your Sega Genesis and your PlayStation, and you had the 1 and you had the 2, and you slowly moved up in steps, right? But it's like these kids today, they just getting it like the top-notch technology off the top. They don't even know nothing about the other stages, so they kind of like, to me, they getting like this super technology overload.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, kind of like going to the head to me, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can get too much technology or advanced technology at one time, and that'll be detrimental to you as well. You know,
and you got to think about it. They're most of the ones that's building it. So when you got a child that's 15, 16 and know how to build video games and systems,
right?
Their childhood has been spent in education, basically. So they don't really know a childhood.
You're right.
So you kind of taking that part away from them as being like a normal child. And let me say this to the parents too. Y'all gotta stop pushing y'all kids so hard, because what you do is y'all push them out of position. Like you push them into adulthood too fast. And the flip side, y'all don't push them hard enough, and they grown babies. So you gotta have a balance of how to push them, but not push them too hard where they just quit, you know, or not push them enough and they walk around like a grown baby with their pants hanging, and they got to walk holding the back of their pants up and all this stuff because you done babied them, because that's what you put in them. Just be honest, you put that in them.
It's like they caught, and like the kids caught in the middle, man. It's kind of like, you know, they want to be a kid over here, but they want to be an adult over here.
Exactly.
And then, like you said, you a kid, you grown all year long. And then when Christmas come, here you go, you looking, you like, you I can't wait till I can pick out what I want for Christmas. And like we be telling them, like, look, we always tell y'all to try to be a kid as long as you can.
Yes, sir.
Because when you get that age, it's over.
Yeah, dog. They got you know, they got that song. Take your time, young man. Don't rush to get old.
Right. And see, when you was down here as a kid, like when you supposed to be a kid, like to go back to what you were saying, you were so eager to be grown. You trying to be grown. Now you almost high school, you know, like you said, because we talking about the 13-year-old teenage group. Now they want to be little kids, you know, when it's gift season.
And you handing out money. They want to be like little kids now. Like, bro, you 35 and you want a Christmas, you want me like to act like I'm something that don't exist, or Santa Claus. I mean, come on, bro, we ain't finna do none of it.
You cut out, bro.
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I
asked
don't
you
know.
to cut
I don't
out.
know what happened, man. Come
Right,
back though.
but
Come
it's
back.
all good. It won't but a little small glitch. We good.
All right, cool. So
Yeah.
we get ready to go to the commercial break, y'all. I don't know what happened, but we
Yeah,
back.
that's
y'all.
what. Yeah,
This
that's why.
is technology.
That's why I didn't elaborate on nothing else because I saw it was almost time for the break. So I said we'll wait till we come back.
Yeah, this technology, y'all. We'll be right
Yeah.
back after the break, y'all.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 backed sponsorship group page. For every Veterans Wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossamerica.org/MBR.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133.
Yes, sir.
Carl and Daryl. Welcome to the show. Tonight we are talking about what's the state of the youth in America. I can't talk about nobody else. We talking about America right now, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, as we laid out the first segment, now we're gonna go into the education side.
Okay.
And the pressure of education. Like I said, you know, you have a young child that's still in school. So you kind of probably can kind of relate to this a little more. Like students are juggling classes, jobs, anxiety, social media, identity, all kind of stuff is what they're trying to deal with, right? And you talking about some of them are doing this and like in taking care of the house. Because the parents, you know, they got to go to work. The kids got to go to work to help take care of bills in the house.
Yeah, that's
you know
tough.
That's a tough thing to, tough thing to do. And some kids, you know, they feel like, hey, they don't feel like school prepared them for life. Now, I heard a lot of people say that, though. Like, school don't prepare them for life. Because you think about it, now they teach for a test. They don't teach. You connected in some schools, I would imagine, high school. Do they still do auto mechanics and stuff in school and brick masonry and
I
stuff like that?
I think they do. I'm not. Don't quote me on it though, but I think they still do auto mechanics. I don't know about the brick masonry.
Yeah, those were things that would prepare people for life. Kids anyway. You come out, you got a skill. Now I think it's kind of turned into like a money thing where we ain't gonna do it in high school no more.
Go to the
community college.
Yep.
So they can get you. And I think it kind of, like for us, it kind of helped us out more doing it in high school.
Yeah.
They taught you the basics.
Yeah. And like you say, as far as like my daughter, she'll be going to high school next year, first year, right? But what we done with her is, and she was always pretty good in school, anyway. We ain't really had no problems with her, maybe some hiccups here and there because of the, jumping of the age, she jumping from 9 to 11 or something like that. You know how they did, how they get when they like the old people say, smelling itself.
Oh yeah,
and,
for sure.
But what helped us out enormously was we started limiting her with her technology.
Okay.
Her phone. Okay. No, when she get home, she don't take her phone to school with her unless she have to stay after school.
That's smart.
And then when I go pick her up, I have a phone, in the car or the truck with me, right? And then she get a little time between the ride home from school to home. She get a little tech time. Soon as she get home, she automatically knows. She go put it up. She put it on the charger, whatever. She go in the back. She do her reading and whatever she need to do. And then, you know, after she finished doing her stuff, she prepared for, you know, she gets herself prepared for the next day of school, right? Be, you know, gathering your clothes together. You know, if you got another assignment that you have to do, you know, once you she'll complete all that stuff. And then by 7 o'clock, we'll give her from 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. on a school night. After 9 p.m., we shut the technology down. She go to sleep, and it's all good. You know, on the weekend, we just let her keep it to 10 o'clock.
Okay. That's
but you
good.
know what I'm saying? But like to what you was saying a few minutes ago about the stress between other kids and stuff like that. Now, some other kids, you know, their parents, because she have told me this, some other parents, they let their kids keep their phone all night, every night, all night through the weekend and all that, you know. And some kids, you know, they didn't pick on her or nothing like that, but they said like, why your parents won't let you get your phone, you know, this, that, or whatever. And she was like, cause that's what they do. And see, a lot of the kids, they know me when they see me. So, and you know, they kind of know that I, you know, I'm a no nonsense guy, right?
Right.
You know, long as you're doing your job, I'm good with you. When you ain't doing your job, then we got a problem.
100%.
Yeah. So her friends know, like, okay, you know, maybe, you know, your dad, I'm gonna let you get your phone whenever, whatever, but they already know what time she gets it.
Right.
But the key thing is we limit her. And with that, you know, with them limitations like that, she does really well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and you know what's crazy? Like some kids that I wish teachers knew me as a person. I learn better when I feel safe. So what has happened? They have turned learning into performance. Like, if your grades are good, don't worry about the growth. Just, you know, you got good grades, so you basically pushing them out into the world not being prepared. Test over curiosity. Like, I want to train you I want to teach you to pass this test and not explore your curiosity. Like in science, you know, back in science, I'm sure it makes you feel, but back in that was mandatory. You had to do a science project. I don't care if it was take a cup of ice and put ice water and put a string on it, pour salt on it. You're gonna do something.
Now that's old school right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pick the ice up. You're gonna do a science project. You know what I'm saying? Period. And they take numbers over humanity. You know,
but you absolutely right about that too, man. Because a lot of kids, man, like they may be AB all year long. You know what I'm saying? And then they had them to do this test is crucial. We need you to get this. You know, we need you to do this, and then a lot of them freak out.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't prepared for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, their growth all year, they good in everything that they do. But it's like when they push them in a corner, like, you need to get this. You need to score 4 or 5 on this test. If you don't, you're gonna have to retake or what have you. And that right there, man, that kind of messes them up, messes the kids up.
I think it's more so like if you look at it from this perspective, right? If you take like me and you, and you the student, I'm the teacher, right? So I'm teaching you how to do set up what's this thing, mixes and all this stuff, right? So I'm letting you do it hands-on, and I'm teaching you textbook. So now when you sit down, reading the question, you'll remember, okay, I did stick this port into this hole versus to this one, but they don't do that. They teach them book. Now you learn this. Some kids are just they're visual learners. If you show them, they got it and they remember. But if you don't, and you try to push the test to them, they get it. But then when they sit down and that pressure hit them and they can't visualize it, they can't see it. Like, dang, I can't. If I could just see how I went in there, I could figure it out.
Right. Because like I said, a lot of people, they learn better with their hands on. That's how I used to be.
Exactly.
That's
Me
how I
too.
was, you know.
Look at something one time, you got it.
Yep. Or they let me do it a couple of times. I got it. You can't take it away from me after that. But like you said, and if you gave it to me on some paper, I can read. I'm a prolific reader.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm like, bro, I ain't trying. I ain't trying to look at all this. I'm trying. But if I put my hands on it, might take me a little while reading the instructions.
Bitch, I can't get it, dog.
But like I said, if you put me on a job back in the day, and you let me do it a few times, hands on, you can't take it away from me after that.
That's what I'm saying. But if what they got to do as teachers and as parents too, we got to stop and listen to the kids. We got to listen to them. They may be asking, hey, teach me how to think. Teach me how to navigate through life. Teach me how to be a human. But a lot of times they don't do it. They teach them how to be them, basically. Like you're a grown person. Yeah, but the parents try to teach them how to be the parent. They skip from 13 all the way up to 40. Yeah. And they try to teach them, well, you should have your room clean all the time. Whereas a 13-year-old or 15-year-old, you ain't thinking about that. You know what I mean? You're not really, that's not your mindset. You know what I mean? So you're thinking different.
Yeah, and a lot of parents, ain't got time to, I ain't saying that they don't have time, but I'm gonna say it. They don't have time to teach their kids anything because they too busy trying to be sexy themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to be the same age the kid is.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying, you know what I'm saying, trying to be young or whatever. I mean, I understand, you still relatively young, but I mean, it's a line between like you and your kid, your child. You got to be the adult in the room. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Looking at you, they looking at you hanging out. They looking at you hanging out with them, like they looking at you like we homeboys or homegirls or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
We good, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't listening at you, what you got to say. The kids aren't.
Right. So before we hit this break, though we got enough time to cover this. What do you think the biggest challenge facing young people in school today is, since we went through the education part of, what do you think the biggest challenge is?
Being followers.
Yeah, I think so.
Followers.
Instead
it
of
ain't no, don't nobody want to take the lead no more. Don't nobody want to do their own thing. That's what I always instill in baby girl, because she's the youngest one. I said, look, you got to do your own thing. Don't you be out here following nobody else. Anything, they gonna follow you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Stand on your own 10 toes or whatever. Don't be no follower out here, cause all these kids out here now, the way she talk about like how they do it on the middle school level, these kids out here vaping and they doing all kind of stuff at the school. You know what I'm saying? So they doing a lot of that.
And you know what I think, man? This is no knock to, because this is for, I think the biggest challenge that young people facing in school is young teachers.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, because young teachers, man, they are, all they do is this. Here go your assignment, you handle that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And bring it to me when you get finished.
Yep.
So you ain't gonna go with nothing that I supposed to, nothing. We just gonna, just go over it. When you just, what I taught 3 weeks ago, you go pull it up in your head, and you tell me, you answer, how you think they're gonna pass that, bro?
Yeah.
How you think they're gonna pass it?
You right.
Ain't. There's no way that they can pass it like that, dog. It's no way. I don't care what nobody try to tell you. It ain't happening, bro. And the problem is, like I said, it's young teachers. Jordan, when he was in school, used to say the same thing. Hey,
young teachers.
Just young teachers, man. They just don't have the same mental, like your wife, old school teacher, right? You know how to take care of the kids.
Yep.
Young people don't. Hey, we'll be right back to finish up after the, we're not finished up, but after the break.
All right.
It's time for a vacation, and Fairway Travels is here to share great specials for you to choose from. Discover the charm and features of one of Sandals' 16 all-inclusive, luxury included, adults-only resorts, or a family-friendly beaches destination in the Caribbean. Or how about a couples resort in Jamaica? If cruising's your preference, get Thunderstroke aboard Carnival Cruise Lines or set sail on an award-winning Royal Caribbean ship. Join Virgin Voyages now for a wonderful adults-only sailing. It doesn't matter if you choose to travel by plane, train, automobile, cruise ship, or rowboat, we can help you reach your dream destination. Contact Fairway Travels today at 228-365-1012. That's 228-365-1012. Or email bookitnow247@gmail.com. Fairway Travels, where your journeys keep satisfying.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
133 with Charlotte and Durrell. Welcome everybody back to the show again.
Yep.
We talking about what's the state of the youth in America. That's what we talking about today.
Man, I was thinking about that real quick, man. About those old school teachers.
Yes,
It ain't no more Vivian Robinsons out there no more. Matter of fact, shout out to Kim Robinson, our first cousin. You know, she shows a lot of she shows a lot of love on the show that's on Miss Robinson.
She does.
Miss Robinson, the super English teacher. You know, let her rest in peace.
Yeah,
but it ain't no more Miss Robinson, no Vivian Robinsons no more. Like talking about them old school teachers. She don't care. You can be the uncle, you can be the brother-in-law, nephew, you can be the daughter, because she taught her and Raquel.
Yeah, for real.
And Raquel. So, hey, Vivian Robinson, she don't care who it is.
You getting it.
You gonna get that education up on her. It ain't no free pass. So they go back to what you were saying about the young teachers is on these phones all day.
Yeah, all day, man.
It's some more old school teachers out there too, but
it's still some.
You know, just thought of Vivian, Aunt Vivian, you know, Robinson right off the top. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Kim. You know, she always give us some support on our shows.
She does, man.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. But like I said, that's one of the old schools right there that you ain't gonna get no free pass on. You gonna do that work.
You're gonna definitely do it, Diane. Let me tell you something else too. If she heard us talking like this here, Doc,
we talking about the
broken English.
The us talking. Yeah. You know, you can't talk like that. Hey, she gonna get you right.
We up here, dim and day and all.
Yeah. That's it.
She will light us up, Doc. You sure?
And for all the people that listen to the show, you know, we know how to talk, but like I said, on these shows we do barbershop talk.
Yeah, we
saying
so what it is.
Yeah, try to put a little humor in it, but like I said, old school Aunt Vivian, English teacher.
Yeah,
she'll be on us like back pockets.
Yeah, for you live pressing us like button downs on a Friday night.
Yeah. She heard it, and she was able to hear this show here. I would be talking, she'd be like, "Oh, I need to see y'all out. Can I see y'all out the show? I need to holler at y'all."
That's a fact, dog. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
So let's switch gears a little bit, dog.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about their mental health, man.
Yeah.
You know, let's switch gears. You know, this generation, as we talked about in the beginning, they carry a lot of weight.
Right.
It's like they never cut off.
Right. Yeah.
Except when they sleep, and then when they sleep, if it ain't regulated, they don't cut off.
Yeah, some of them sleep with the TVs on. I don't know how they do that.
And phones right beside them.
Yeah, I can't do that, man. I don't know how to do that.
Every time their phone go off, they wake up. They got to respond to it. Does somebody like my picture? Does somebody like my post? Does somebody? Right. And the mental side of it, you know, like you hear young people. When you hear young people start saying this, please pay attention. I'm tired. I feel alone, even in a crowd. I don't know how to ask for help. I feel like I have to be strong all the time. Excuse me, but if you hear young people start saying that, Man, y'all
Yeah.
better check on them. Check on it. Some you gotta make sure they mental health right.
Mhm.
It
It's
ain't
good.
nothing wrong with. It's
Yep.
nothing wrong with getting them a counselor, therapy.
Right. It's a good thing too, man. With us, man, we keep a line of communication open. So baby girl, she can talk to us about anything.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, a lot of times, you know, we kind of know what's going on, you know, with the school or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, I just tell her, you know, you just stay away from certain things, you know. There's
Mhm.
certain things she see, and there's certain things that I talk to her about, you know, with her mama there, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know,
Mhm.
you know how I'm gonna give it to you on the real.
Yo, for sure.
And I tell her, I said, look, I said, some of the stuff you hear me talking about is some of the stuff that I'm gonna give you or tell you, you're gonna hear it on the street anyway, so you might wait to hear it from me.
From me, yeah, for
Because,
sure.
because I know the lingo, I know what's out there on the street. So you know what I'm saying? So we got that line of communication that's open at all times. So you know, so
Yeah.
far it works out pretty good. But you know, like I said, you know, we keep our foot on the gas though.
Yeah, but shout out to but let me say this though. Shout out to them because
Mhm.
y'all generation ain't weak. They ain't
Right.
weak, Doc.
Right.
They navigate through the world at a faster rate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the demands are even more than ever
Mhm.
before. Think about it, Doc. Like you got kids now in middle school taking high school classes.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like how, as a child,
Overload.
you just an overload, dog. Like
Yeah.
you understand, y'all parents understand y'all want y'all kids to be the best
Mm-hmm.
because you want the best,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't live through them. You got to let them be a child, just like
Yep.
you was a child. Let them make the mistakes and let them correct them, help them correct them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think the mental health side of young people is kind of it ain't bad,
Yeah.
but you can tell with some kids, some going on. They loners. They always
Right.
got the hood on. They always want to be by themselves. Hey, they want to be in the room, shut up in the dark on the phone, or they want to
Right.
all that stuff. You know, parents got to check on
Mm-hmm.
that for sure.
Yeah. I agree with you on that too, man. Like the parents trying, you know, live through the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You got to back off of that.
Bag off that.
You know what I'm saying? They already, like I said, they already getting overloaded with the education. You know, like you said, you know, you got, like you said, some kids, younger kids, like you said, taking high school courses or quote unquote small kids taking middle school course, however, you know, however the overload is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's a high degree of difficulty now with the kids now, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
For education. But
Yeah.
to go back to what you said though, I mean, I know what you said, like, you know, we did say y'all ain't soft, even though I tell them sometimes y'all soft.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I mean,
You
some
know.
of them are though, but I'm just,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I'll still say it from time to time, y'all soft.
yeah, dog,
You know what
especially
I'm
on the
saying?
court, on the basketball court,
Yeah.
y'all, some of y'all soft. Like I give
Yeah.
them, and if you want it, Man Talk 133, DM me on YouTube, Facebook, us talking on Facebook if you want to get out. I'm
That's
just
right.
saying. I mean,
Yep.
we'll put it on you, Doc. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, hey, parents, remember I said this one time a while back, dog, about Lee Williams. I said, I ain't talking about you, Lee, but you had your time.
Yeah.
Parents, I'm telling y'all the same thing. I ain't talking about y'all, but y'all had y'all time. Let the kids have their time. Let them grow and process it how they need to process it. Don't be a fixer for everything. And then when they get in the world, every time they need something, they 50 and they still call. Hey, you remember back at when I had to change that light? How I get the thing off? You remember I hear you 75 climb up on a ladder, change the light for them.
And I
light
see,
bulb.
and I see exactly where you're going with that too, because you know, like I said, I see a lot of young boys.
Yeah.
That's like that.
Talk about it.
And I think the reason why that disconnect is, like, you know, you got some of these girls are harder, not quote unquote like hard, like muscle hard.
Yeah.
A lot of these girls are harder than these young boys are, because
for sure
these days and times you got these dads like myself and other dads that's girl dads.
For sure.
they're teaching their girls how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, this how you take care of this how you take care of this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want, cause you don't want no hurt, harm, or danger to come to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got the girls being raised pretty much by the dads, even though they may be in the home with the mom.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, my wife raised my daughter how to be a woman.
Yeah.
A young lady, but she still gets some stuff from me too. But what I was going to say was, you got a lot of girls now just being raised by dads, and you got the young boys being brought up by the moms.
Yeah.
So
True
it's kind of backwards now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got these young boys that's kind of soft these days.
For sure, man.
Versus the young girls, you know, like I don't know who gave these guys this since we're talking about the soft and the toughness or whatever, like I don't know who gave these guys the green light, you know what I'm saying? These young guys, like when you see it all the time. I know you see it up your way because it's around here, it's everywhere. When you got these young boys, you know, they think it's cool for to sit on the passenger side of their girl, call it the girl drive and pump the gas. Nah, you supposed to be driving and you supposed to get out and pump the gas. Unless you coming from the doctor's office and you sick, that's the only time you supposed to be on the passenger side, bro.
For sure.
And then the dudes can't even change tires no more. They have a flat, they can't change. You know what I'm saying? So
can't do it. That's a fact. So let me say to the kids, because we getting ready to shift a little bit to the next. I think we're getting ready to shift a little bit. So let me say to the kids out there, the ones that really, really, really trying. Let me get close to the mic as I can get.
Go ahead and give it to
the
them.
ones that's really, really trying. Y'all matter. You ain't invisible. You ain't a burden, and the world needs you. So get to it. That's all I'm saying. Now y'all want me to say it to y'all again? I mean, I can let him say it too if he wants to say it. I'm just
we don't give it to him one more time.
I was gonna say, hey kids, y'all matter. You're not invisible. You're not a burden, and the world needs you. Like Uncle Sam, that picture. He needs you. The world needs you. And so step up.
And we'll tell you this too. We love y'all.
Exactly.
If y'all don't hear that a lot, we love y'all, but y'all, you know, y'all got to kind of like had to understand to learn how to take this constructive criticism that we giving y'all, because we done been down this road before.
Yeah.
We trying to keep y'all from going down that road.
And young men, it ain't weird for another man to tell you love it. Man, that homo ain't it, because you ain't never heard it. That's the problem.
Right.
This is not homo, because another man say, you know, I love you. Take care of yourself, man. I hope to see you again, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's not a homo thing. They just trying to tell you I know it feel different on your emotions because you ain't used to hearing all that. But it's a normal thing for a man to tell another man, hey, you know what, bro, I love you. All right, cool, man. Love you too, bro. Holler at you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's a fact. I mean, so, but yeah, we get ready to, we're up against a break, but I'm going to jump into this other segment anyway.
Okay.
Social media and identity. The digital world. We talked about this before. You cannot talk about the youth without mentioning social media. I think when babies come out the womb, the parents start a Facebook. I think they started a Facebook page fresh out the womb. Straight up, y'all. I ain't lying. Matter of fact, somebody ought to start a website or something.
Boy,
fresh out the womb.com.
Boy, you wild for that one. We said straight out the womb Facebook page.
Yeah, fresh out the womb.com.
You about right though. You right on that though.
I ain't lying. As soon as they come out, they got the baby on their stomach. Just to pull them up. They ain't cut the cord yet. They taking pictures, put it on Facebook.
Man,
y'all gotta stop this, man. I ain't lying. Y'all gotta stop. Social media. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it before we get there.
Okay.
The digital world is like a new neighborhood. It's like where young people go hang out at. And if you ain't careful, you'll run into the wrong neighborhood, Doc. And when you run into the wrong neighborhood, you run into some weirdos. There's some characters up there that try to coerce you into doing stuff you ain't supposed to do. But hey, we're gonna be right back after the break, y'all.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 backed sponsorship group page. For every Veterans Wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossamerica.org/MBR.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Daryl. So let me give a shout out to Joe. Joe, all you should have did was put your thumb up on that picture. He was the way he was leading it.
Yeah. Yo, Joe be doing some big things though, man. Shout out to Joe, man, and the rest of the vets.
I'm just messing. Don't kick us off. I'm just messing.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe, man, and the rest of the vets, man, that's out there, man, tapping in, man, you know.
For real, man. So before we went to break, we were talking about social media being it's the new playground, the new hangout spot, the new stage, and sometimes the new battlefield. Like now, it is beauty, and honestly, it is beauty in social media. You got the creativity, connection, expression,
just like us.
But then you got the other side, the comparison, the cyberbullying, and the identity pressure, which cause young people to want to feel like they got to connect because they to the wrong people because they want to just say, give you an example, right? You hear it all the time. Hey, you a gang member? No, but I'm affiliated with them.
Yeah, got to be tapped in, right?
It's a difference than if you are you or are you not. I'm affiliated with a lot of stuff. That don't mean I'm it. You know what I'm saying? So, so if you say, well, if people don't know I'm affiliated, then I ain't gonna met him. He knows some people, but he don't know nobody. But now everybody think he's this, whatever. So that's what that identity they want to identify with. Some that ain't even them. You ever seen somebody want to be hard, but they got proper English?
Followers.
Yeah, and they got braces like they really hard.
Right.
But not from the hood. Cut that out, dog.
Right.
Bro, you got braces in your mouth, and your mama didn't pay like $4,000-$5,000 for them. Stop it.
Exactly. That's the going rate too.
Stop it. Straight
That's
up.
it, man. Followers, man. Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gonna jump out here and say you affiliated with the gang bangers and knowing that you ain't one?
Yeah.
Then somebody roll up on you and they gonna check you.
Yeah.
Then you out there looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You sitting out there looking silly. You know what I'm saying? When they roll up, because they gonna roll up, they gonna test your gangster now. They gonna see what's up.
For sure. Definitely gonna do it. And that's a fact. They said there's a lot of youth be saying, I want to be myself. I don't know what that is yet, but I know I want to be it. And to the people that don't, to the young folk, that's fine. If you don't know what you want to be, but figure it out. Just don't, like you've been saying the whole show.
Right.
Do not be a follower. You got to be a leader. Create your own lane, your own identity. It's a journey because you don't know. You may start out like, you know what? I remember everybody back in the day. You know what? I want to be a teacher. We used to play school teacher. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When they got older and found out that money, they were like, "Hold up, hold up, I want to be, hold up, I want to be a school teacher."
Facts. It's still like that today too.
Right? They were like, "Hold on, I want to be a police officer." Until they found out, oh, I actually get shot at. It ain't like Andy Griffin show. No, it's not like Mayberry.
Not at all.
Not at all. People really shoot back at you.
Yeah. Yep.
Then they change it. You know. Mm-hmm. So, but the thing is, though, you know, the parents, the elders, the mentors, the pastors, y'all got to tap in. Y'all got to find out a way to connect with the young people, because that's kind of gonna be their lifeline. Like, you know, if you want to grow into something, y'all gotta help them grow into it. You can't just can't be like, well, I don't know what I want to be. Well, pray about it, son.
Right.
Well, I still don't.
Yeah, you know,
they give me nothing. Nah.
You know, man, it's you know, we talked about that earlier. You know, it's just gonna be an uphill battle.
Yeah,
for this generation, man, because you know, even though they may be telling us what they want to do, or they haven't decided yet, they still gonna go back to their technology, and they gonna when they log on TikTok or Insta or whatever, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, you know, I don't think they do, like some of them do, but I don't think they do Facebook as much as they do TikTok and Instagram or whatever, right? The younger generation. So. Yeah, so once they tap back into that, man, it's gonna kind of like they take 3 steps forward and take 5 back. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna still kind of trend backwards after you done talk to them and, you know, them prep talk them or whatever, like you were saying a few minutes ago, like what you want to do, this is how you need to do it. And once they get on Instagram and TikTok, they're gonna see that, you know, they're gonna see their homies or somebody that they like to follow. Follow, and then they gonna trend back right back to it. So
right back
kind
to
of like with this, it is what it is, man. You know, they was born into this technology, man, and it's gonna continue to be an uphill battle, man. We just keep fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But
it's
you know,
tough, man. It's tough.
It really is, and you know, another key part of this thing for young people, man, is safety. You know, they don't. A lot of them don't feel safe in school. They don't feel safe on the streets. They feel like if they wear something nice, somebody gonna try to take it from them. The wolf. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest. The wolves out. So if you wear something, you better be able to protect it. It's just what it is, or don't wear it. I don't care if you got one of them little fake Temu chains and it look like a real one.
The boys gonna take it.
They go if you can't protect it. So if you ain't able to protect it, don't wear it. Don't bring harm to your own self. You know what I'm saying? By wearing something where, you know, your mom gives you this big Cuban link, probably this thick for Christmas, and you gonna wear it to school. The wolves gonna take it, and then mama gonna be mad. Because you know why? He done painted this image like I got them hands.
Yeah, he's an affiliate. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, they gonna test you now.
Yeah.
And it's like you said too, like cause you know, like we was just talking about with the TikTok, right?
Yes, sir.
You gonna have 3 or 4 wolves in that group, right? Not together, right? And you know, one of those guys is in the group. He's actually smart,
right? I don't know what.
But he dumbed himself down to try to be down with the bros, right? And this, like I said, you know, this the thing when they trying to be all that they can be, and then they go back home and look at TikTok or Instagram or whatever, they gonna take them 5 steps back after they done took 3 forward. And that's what I'm saying, because see, like, you know, that's the trend now that went on social media, like 3 or 4 guys gonna get together, and when they see this dude, whoever it is, they gonna take their chain off their neck.
Snatch it off.
You know what I'm saying? That's a trend, you know. So you telling them right, like either be able to defend it or don't wear it, cause you're gonna have like 3 or 4. If 3 or 4 some guys know you got a nice chain, especially with the young crowd, it's gonna be about 3 or 4 guys gonna roll up on you. And they gonna take it.
They're gonna
Or
take
you-
it. You
or
can't
they gonna
protect it.
or they might shoot you over it.
Over it, yeah. So
You know what
my
I'm saying?
advice would be, hey, if you can't, don't wear it, or just guess what? Don't wear it, or just whatever. Just don't put
Mhm.
yourself in a position where you just can't defend it. Don't try to act hard. If you can't, just hey,
Mhm.
bro, just be nice about it. You know what,
Mhm.
bro? I tell you what, I ain't trying to get shot. You got a pistol. Here it is, bro. Boom.
Yeah, live to
Yeah.
fight another day, man. And
Yeah.
you know, if you do got some chains or something like that, you know, because I know some people gonna be like, well, I didn't buy it for to leave it at home or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you wearing it to an occasion like a wedding or
Yeah.
or something like that, whatever, you know what I'm saying, hey, do that. But if you think you gonna get you a nice Cuban, like I said, a nice Cuban, and you think you gonna roll down the hood,
Nah.
and
Nah.
and you may not mean no harm. You might just go down there. You might have some people down in the hood. You going to see them, but it's gonna be some wolves standing back in the cut, like, oh, he think he all that. We getting ready to get him. You know
You
what I'm
got to have
saying?
that.
Yeah. So you just got to be careful, man. Because that's the social media trend, man, that we talking about.
Yeah,
That's
man.
just one of the trends.
One. So be careful. Be between bullying, community violence, and anxiety,
Mhm.
school safety. The
Mhm.
youth are at a disadvantage and with feeling safe and comfort. Like,
Mhm.
even now in churches, they go to church.
Mhm.
Folk won't act up in church. They want to fight. They go to
Yeah.
the
That's
restaurant. They want to
That's
tear that
crazy,
up.
man.
They want to go here. They want to, and all the young people want to do is like we used to do back in the day. Get a
Mhm.
group, go to the mall, walk
Yeah.
around, hang out, then go somewhere, sit down and eat,
Mhm.
hang out with no violence. They already got enough. We just outline all the other stuff they got to go through. All they want to do is just sit down and eat a pizza dog without worrying about they're gonna get shot up or get
Right.
into a brawl at a pizza joint. That's it.
Yeah. And I don't know, like you said, man, with social media, man, I don't know. Well, I know with social media, I don't know real quick. 'Cause I know you probably finished us out, but
Yeah.
I don't know where, this thing come from with, like you said, with the people fighting in church and all that, because even though we was kind of rough, we was some rough riders coming up,
Yeah.
and we did a whole bunch of stuff, but one thing we didn't do, grandmoms and moms, they always, hey, we gonna be our head gonna be on right when we at the church or on the church yard.
For
Now,
sure.
when we get out of the church and off the
Different.
church grounds, all bets are off. But until then, if you in the parking lot or in, you're gonna be like you gonna respect, you know what I'm saying, be what you're supposed to be.
For
But
sure,
now they
man.
fight in church now, man, like it ain't nothing. So
like it ain't nothing.
I don't know where that trend came from.
I don't either, bro. But I'm gonna tell y'all, this piece is what gives us a little bit of hope. Doc. Young people
Go ahead.
want community. They
Go ahead
want
and give it to 'em.
mentorship. They want someone in their corner. They want
Mm-hmm.
places where they can breathe, where they ain't judged, where they ain't not dismissed. Just imagine if they had the proper mentors.
Mhm.
They got somebody in their corner when they make a mistake. Like, come on, bro. Let me hug you up. It ain't that serious. You
Right.
bumped into something. It ain't that serious. You got a speeding
Right.
ticket. It ain't that serious. I got a lawyer. We just pay them the money to get it reduced. And
Yeah, man. Don't
It
try
ain't
to
that
outrun
deep.
don't try to outrun the police and kill everybody.
yeah,
You
don't
know what
do
I'm
that,
saying?
dog.
Just
ain't
take
that
it on
deep.
the chin, like you said. Take it on the chin. We got a lawyer for the speeding ticket.
Thank you.
You know what
That's all
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. So let me say this before we get out here, because we getting ready to get out of here in like 1 minute, y'all.
Okay. Bet.
1 minute.
Finish it on out, bro.
So what's the state of the youth in America? They're hurting but hopeful. They're overwhelmed but resilient. They're confused but searching. They are pressured but power. They are the future, and they need us to be in the present. So I'm just telling,
Mhm.
because I got to get my music keyed up.
Oh yeah.
I'm just telling. Yeah, some of them, they may not even know where they dad at,
Mhm.
and they acting out because they want their dad or their mama. Their mama might have passed away. You don't know what people's situations are unless
Mhm.
you take the time to talk to them. You make it be somebody like they make it pro. I remember so they looked out for me. I gotta look out. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this before I get out of here. Hey, thank y'all for joining the show tonight. Hey, Lakeisha Willick has written a book, y'all. Dance with Fire. Go check it out. Dance with Fire. Check it out, y'all. And till next time, hey, we out of here, and God bless. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.